Shy with I Wanted It to Be You. Now let's talk about our ecosystems underwater here in Hong Kong. This is Savvy Earth Savers with Chrisanne McCalligan.
Hello, Savvy Earth Savers, and welcome back to the show. Tonight we're diving beneath the surface of Hong Kong's waters to discover one of our most important and least appreciated ecosystems. Marine scientist Dr. Katie Watson joins me to explain why seagrass meadows matter, how they're helping tackle climate change, and what restoring these underwater habitats can teach all of us about protecting nature that's close to home. Hello, Katie, and welcome to Savvy Earth Savers. Hi, thank you for having me. Seagrass doesn't seem to have the same PR as coral reefs and mangroves, and we don't hear about it very often. Why is it overlooked, and what is it?
Yeah, it's a underwater hero, but it's, most people don't know about it, which is a massive shame. I think that most people, when they hear seagrass, they think maybe it's seaweed, but seaweed is an algae. Seagrass is a marine underwater plant, and it's actually the only plant in the world that's capable of living underwater, and it produces these incredible flowers and seeds, and it's just an incredibly beautiful ecosystem.
And what role does it play in supporting biodiversity? What does it do?
Yeah, seagrass provides loads of services for people, just working away in the background doing these things for free. So it does things like helping us purify and oxygenate the water, stabilizing sediment to protect coastlines from flooding and erosion. I think something that's really cool about seagrasses is that it provides a nursery for biodiversity. So things like juvenile fish and invertebrates live in seagrass meadows. Also endangered species like horseshoe crabs in Hong Kong live there. And it has this also, because it's producing these tiny little oxygen bubbles as it's photosynthesizing, it forms this bubble blanket over the seagrass meadow, which it's almost like an invisibility cloak, like in Harry Potter. And as these little juvenile species are like chirping or chipping away, these little oxygen bubbles are absorbing that sound, so it's making them sort of invisible to predators and things. So it's providing protection both in a physical sense and also, in many other ways too.
Oh my goodness, that's incredible. What a fascinating thing to hear. I had no idea. And it also does a really important role in terms of becoming a carbon sink. Can you tell us a little bit more about what a carbon sink is and why it is so important?
Sure. So I think a lot of people have heard of climate change now, and seagrasses are a really important way of being able to trap and absorb some of the carbon dioxide that's being released, and then they bury that in the sediment for millennia. And seagrass only covers about 0.2% of the ocean's surface, but it's trapping around 10 to 20% of the ocean's carbon dioxide every single year. So this is a massive carbon sink, and it's also doing that at a rate around 45 times faster than tropical rainforests, which I think is also pretty surprising for a lot of people. They're able to do this so efficiently at such an unknown ecosystem.
And you're very much involved in the restoration of Hong Kong's seagrass meadows, something many people don't even realize we have, and we have had in the past as well. Restoration is a really important part of conservation generally, but what have you learned about giving damaged ecosystems a second chance, like seagrass meadows here in Hong Kong?
So seagrass meadows in Hong Kong used to be at least double the amount of meadows that there are now, and the meadows that we have remaining some of them are really damaged or declining, so a lot of my work in terms of restoring them involves taking donor material from the healthy meadows in kind of like a cookie cutter type fashion, so putting some pipes into the sediment in the front and the sediment, and then moving that to these degraded sites to be able to help bolster them. And something that I've learned through this process is we don't want to be damaging the healthy meadow in the process. So if we establish the seagrass nursery, which is by taking that material from the donor meadow, but we're taking much less, and then we're able to plant it in these larger tubs and double, triple, quadruple the amount of initial biomass that we're able to then transplant into the degraded sites. So that helps engineer the new sites in the degraded or damaged sites as well, and try and help reverse some of the environmental conditions or stresses that have led to that meadow being degraded, so that then the seagrass has a higher chance of surviving long term.
Oh, it's really remarkable, and all of us can play a part in protecting seagrass meadows in Hong Kong, right? Because as we know, everything ends up in the sea. Looking like disposing of rubbish properly, making sure our waste is sorted and put away properly, making sure we don't have chemicals or things that we're just flushing things down drains without a thought to where they end up, those sorts of things. But what else is important in terms of our awareness of seagrass meadows and Hong Kong's biodiversity?
I don't think people realize just how much biodiversity is in Hong Kong. I suppose over 6,500 different types of marine species in Hong Kong, and scientists are still discovering new species, which is incredible. And that equates to roughly a quarter of the biodiversity found in